In Game of Thrones, you either win or you die. But some players didn't just play to win, they played to destroy. In this video, I'm going to cover the most ruthless characters in Westeros history, from tyrants who burned cities to lords who betrayed their blood. Westeros has known a special kind of cruel, one that we don't forget. So let's dive right in. Starting us off, we have Aegon IV, or Aegon the Unworthy, and he was called the Unworthy for a reason. Aegon IV, a Targaryen king, ruled not with honor, but with indulgence and cruelty. He legitimized all of his many bastards, dozens of them, on his deathbed, triggering the infamous Blackfire rebellions that tore the realm apart. He executed lords on a whim, sent his enemies poisoned gifts, and let corruption rot the realm while he chased pleasures and punished rivals. His reign didn't just hurt his enemies, but it hurt everyone in Westeros. Next, we have Ramsay Bolton. If evil had a face, it would be Ramsay Snow, later recognized and legitimized as Ramsay Bolton. The bastard of Roose Bolton, Ramsay tortured as we saw, he flayed and hunted people for sport. He skinned women alive, mutilated Theon into a shell called Reek, and fed his newborn brother to starving dogs. And he smiled it. He smiled while doing it every single time. Ramsay's cruelty wasn't strategic. It was pure malice. Next, we have Maegor the Cruel. He was born of dragons, but ruled like a monster. Maegor the Cruel, son of Aegon the Conqueror, is remembered as Westeros' most feared king. He outlawed faith, killed High Septon after High Septon, and used Balerion the Black Dread to scorch rebel strongholds to ash. When his wives couldn't produce an heir, they were either mysteriously dead or brutally punished. He impaled builders on spikes atop the Red Keep when they saw its secrets. He died alone on the Iron Throne. Some say by his own hand, others say the throne itself rejected him because he was not worthy. Next, we have Roose Bolton. Roose Bolton didn't like his son. He wasn't quite like him, but he was more calculated, more betrayals. He helped orchestrate the Red Wedding, where Robb Stark, his mother, and hundreds of Northerners were slaughtered under guest right, which was a sacred law in Westeros. Roose personally stabbed Robb in the heart and whispered that Lannisters send their regards. He didn't crave chaos like Ramsay, but he thrived in cold strategy, where loyalty was a tool and tradition was disposable. Next, we have Tywin Lannister. Not all ruthlessness looks like madness. Some of it looks like Tywin. Tywin was brilliant, powerful, and utterly merciless. He crushed House Rain and Tarbeck, exterminating entire families. He orchestrated the Red Wedding. He allowed his son to be tried for murder and despised Tyrion for the sin of being born. He ruled with his legacy in mind, and his family's legacy, but he left behind only fear and resentment. Some honorable mentions. We have Cersei Lannister, blew up the Sept of Baelor with wildfire and killed hundreds of innocents in one explosion. Joffrey Baratheon. That one doesn't need to be explained. We all saw Game of Thrones. And lastly, we have Bloodraven Brynden Rivers. He was ruthless as Hand of the King, later as a three-eyed crow. He did whatever was needed, quote, for the realm. So yeah, in Westeros, there's a lot of ruthless characters, and it's often the price of survival. But these characters didn't just survive. They shaped the world through fear and fire. Some were heroes turned tyrants, and others were monsters from the start. Subscribe for more Westeros lore, character deep dives, and the dark history behind the Iron Throne.